Okay, let's have a seat and get comfy, comfy, comfy. Sitting tall, rising up through your spine, and just taking a moment here to arrive on your mat, in your body, in your breath. I'm Maeve. I'm happy you're here today. Even more than happy that you're here, I'm happy that you chose to practice yoga today. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, push the palms away, and then drop your ear to your shoulder. I don't care which one. The hands are gonna come down toward the ground and stretch the heels of the hands for the floor. Inhale, reach up, neutralize your neck. And then exhale, do that to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale to the first side again. Inhale up. And off to the second side. Inhale, rise up. Place your fingers, bring your hands behind your head and press the back of your head into your hands. Gently, gently, gently draw the elbows back. So good. Reach up one more time, inhale. Exhale, release. Let's come around to hands and knees. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder and just stabilize this left side. So pressing the hand down, hugging the tricep gently toward your hip. So kind of wrapping it back in the direction of your hip. Tuck your toes. And then press the hand more so that your knees get lighter. Press your toes more so your knees get lighter. You don't have to pick your knees up, but push down as if you could. Release the right arm down and left hand to your right shoulder. Good. Stabilize. Hug the tricep a little bit back toward your hip. Tuck the toes, push the feet down as if you could lift your knees up, but you're not going to lift them up. Release your hand down. Keep this stance, so you don't need to lengthen it out at all. Downward facing dog. It's a little bit shorter. If it doesn't feel shorter, you can shorten it. But now widen your feet. You might widen your hands too. You'll decide in a second. Left hand to your right leg. Maybe the heel, maybe that feels a little too deep. Maybe the ankle or the calf or maybe the outer knee. And then turn your chest to the right. Tuck your chin toward your shoulder a little bit. Release your hand, reset, and second side. Same thing, find whatever hold feels appropriate, and then gently chin toward your shoulder. Release your hand, walk your hands back to your feet. You can use a block under your hips as needed. Heels and toes open, Malasana. I like to kind of sneak my feet in a little bit closer, but you're gonna change your pose as needed based on what you feel. So kind of follow your intuition about where you want to place your body and how that feels right and good. Lift the heart. Allow the crown of the head to rise gently up. Last inhale. Forward fold, exhale. halfway, inhale. Walk your hands forward to plank. Breath in, exhale, lower down to your belly, all the way. Hands at your side, thumbs toward your rib cage, and then kind of pull into the rib cage. Pinky spiral open. That's gonna hug your elbows in toward your side. You don't need to do anything yet other than be here. Draw the shoulders up, and then draw the biceps up. Press the hands down. Now we curl from that point. Cobra inhale. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, Cobra. Tops of the feet press down. Exhale, soften down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Energize your legs. Give them as much energy as your arms. Match the energy, match the effort, match the ease throughout the body. Good. Bring the feet a little closer together. Keeping your hips neutral, stretch the right leg straight back. And then point the toes and flex the foot. And do that a few times. Hold the leg, turn the hips open, keep the right leg straight, lift it a little higher. Your right toes face the right side, and then circle the foot around. And reverse it. Keep that left shoulder lifting up. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, straight back. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, straight back. Place your right foot forward. Left knee gently to the floor. Anjaneyasana, rising up. So, so, so good. I'm just gonna set my devices to work mode for some reason. I can feel the vibration on my wrist, so I know it's off. I'm not on here texting, I promise. I thought it could be more efficient. There it is. Perfect. I truly don't like disruptions when I'm practicing yoga. And it's easier for me to say this stuff to my class when I'm in person because I can see it visually, but I do suggest if you have devices around, and I know life happens and you might need them, but turn them face down if you can. It just gives you the opportunity to stay present or turn off the buzzing or whatever it is that's pulling you out and reminding you that there's something you're gonna have to do when we're done here. Straighten your front legs, shift your hips back, tuck your back toes and see if you can hover that back leg off the ground. So kind of like a turbo half Malasana, half Hanumanasana rather. Straighten the back leg, turn the heel down, front toes come down, roll open into triangle. Extend the heart forward, spine long. Gently soften the top ribs down. Your hand can be anywhere that gives you the ability to be more open, to be longer, bigger, more embodied. Breath in. Sweep the left arm around, reach it pretty far forward, come onto the pinky side of your left foot. Vashistasana. For this first one, put your right foot on the ground in front of your left foot. This is going to take your hip and kind of square it off in the front. It's going to make it harder to roll the hip open. Now, with that hip forward, roll the chest open. Fantastic. Breath in. Come through center, slowly with control, lower to your belly. Use your knees, use your hips as needed. Shalabhasana. Stretch the feet back, stretch the hands back. Downward facing dog. Pause. Bring the feet a little closer together. Inhale your left leg back. Keep your hips square initially. Point and flex a few times here. Use your arms, use your hands. Drop heavy into this right heel. And then open the hips to the left. Keep the legs straight, circle the foot around. Keep lifting that right shoulder. I always want to dip down there. Reverse it. And left knee, left tricep. Three-legged dog, inhale. Cross, tap, right. Inhale back. Down the center. Place the foot, Anjaneyasana. Another inhale. Release your hands, tuck your back toes, straighten your front leg, and then hover this back knee up if you can. Beautiful. Back heel roots, front toes root. Triangle. Yes, so good. Top ribs soften, front ribs gently draw in, bottom ribs lengthen out. Right hand comes around, reach it pretty far forward. Come onto the pinky side of your right foot and then take the left foot, just put it in front of the right foot. Vashistasana. So this left hip is going to stay pointing forward and you're going to wrap your chest open. Come through center. Lower to your belly again. Shalabhasana, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Soft, even, steady breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look at your hands, walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway. I was going to combine words jump and gently. It was jumply. Exhale, fold. Rise, inhale. And hands to your heart. Pause and breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back, exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga or the floor. Up dog, cobra, shalabhasana. You pick your back bend. And down dog, exhale. Soft, steady breath. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back, exhale. Feel how much time you have. Inhale, rise up. You've got tons and tons of time. Exhale, hands to the ground. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga or the floor. Your back bend, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, step your foot forward. Rise, inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Let's let it be leisurely, like you've got so much breath. There's no rush. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Plank, exhale. Breath in. Chaturanga. Rise, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at your hands, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. To your heart, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Follow your breath, bow forward. Inhale, offer your heart. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Down dog, exhale. In those back bends, whether it be up dog, Cobra, Shalabhasana, make the legs as strong as the arms. Inhale, heels high. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Chaturanga. Inhale, strong legs, heart pulls through. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Let your hips open, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, stretch back, neutralize the hips. Exhale, cross. Inhale, back. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent, big bend in that back knee. Lift up. And then hands come down. Keep the knee floating straight in the front leg, shift back. Yes. Push off, half moon. Back leg is going to float up. Soften your standing knee, lean forward, counterbalance, stretch the left foot back, Skandasana, back of the mat. It doesn't have to be super low, it's where you need it to be. Push this right heel down, press the left foot down, so that even though we're dropping and we're sinking, we're not just collapsing. There's this energy of rising as we lower down. You're going to turn to the back of your mat, plant your right hand down, come onto your right toes, left foot squares off. Easy twist open. Beautiful. Pivot pinky side of the right foot. Vashistasana. This time, maybe stack the feet up. Keep this top hip moving forward, so try not to roll the hips to the back. Keep them square. Really nice. Left foot's going to step behind the right. Carefully sit down. Yes. Reach down for this right foot. You might need to bend your knee to get there, and that's quite all right. Reach down for the foot. You're going to lift the leg up. You're pulling back with the shoulder. Even if the leg is bent, you're pushing your foot away, your shoulder's drawing back. I have my left hand just on my left shin. I'm going to give you a few options here, okay? Your left hand has nothing to do, all right? So it can help you. Your right hand might keep your foot. Actually, let's do it without keeping the foot. We're going to put the leg back down. We'll use both of your hands. You're going to push up, standing splits on this left leg. So if you have to, you just figure out how to get there. Sneaky, sneaky like. Malasana. Drop the hips, lift the heart. Nice work. So we're going to do that little sequence a few times. We have to do the other side still too. And we'll play with it, and we'll start to get a little more fluid with it. And as you need to, you just make it whatever you need it to be. Yeah? Hands come down, lift your hips, reach your hands forward, bend your elbows and pull them in toward each other. So bend the elbows, hug them in toward each other. Not past neutral, but like the energy is that there's like magnets on the inside of your elbows and they're attracted to each other and they want to stay in toward each other. And then from there, tip forward. And see if you can tip enough that your feet get light. Then push your big toes together. Round your upper back. You don't have to leave the ground unless it feels appropriate. And we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Receive all of that. Feel your body, feel your breath, notice your thoughts. If any piece of that was frustrating for you or felt unattainable, let it go. So what? Who cares? Inhale, left leg stretches back. Open the hips. And left knee to left elbow. Inhale, stretch back, neutralize the hips. Crossover. Inhale back. Step your left foot forward. Generous bend in the back knee. Rise up, crescent. Drop low. Hands come around. Keep the back knee hovering, straighten the front leg, shift back. Yes. Push off, half moon. There's a lot of similarities between half moon and triangle, which is why they're often linked together. So some of the cues I gave when we were in triangle was softening the top ribs down, lengthening the bottom ribs out, opening the chest, lengthen the legs. We're going to soften the front knee and lean a little forward, counterbalancing. Stretch this right leg all the way back for Skandasana. Yes. So well done. Beautiful. And we're not just sinking and hanging out down here. You're pressing away. You're lifting the spine. This extended leg, this left leg is working, heel is down. We're
pressing into the right foot simultaneously, so you can pop up at any second if you needed to. Turning to the back of your mat, square off your feet, left hand down, left heel lifts, and then open up, simple twist. Stabilize that bottom arm, that bottom shoulder. Gently pull the feet toward each other. Pinky side of the left foot. Vashistasana. Top leg, your right leg is going to bend, comes to the floor behind the left leg, and we're going to sit down. Reach down, take the left leg, and then lift up. Take your chest, take your shoulders. Lift it up. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use our hands. You're going to find your way, however you need to standing on your right leg, standing splits with your left leg. So you can let go of this leg, use your hands to lift, reach forward, sweep the leg through, voila. Stretch your left foot away from the right foot, push the right foot down. In standing splits, you are absolutely welcome to rotate your pelvis however you want to. So for years I was like, keep your hips square, blah, 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 blah. No, you don't have to. Let them move wherever they feel good, wherever you feel good. Allow that to take shape. Malasana to optional Vashistasana. Tip. Push the ground away. Spread your shoulder blades on your back. Bring your feet together. Try to lift your feet toward your hips and your hips drop toward your feet. Push the ground away. One more inhale. Your path to downward facing dog. Enjoy a few breaths here. We're going to run through this sequence 2 more times on each side, which is going to give you more opportunities for some of these trickier transitions and maybe the arm balance or working toward that pistol squat technically from the ground up. Right leg stretches back. Open up the hips, let that feel good. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale back. Cross to the left. Inhale back. Right foot forward. Right away, bend your left knee. And then rise up, sink deeply, lift, lift, lift. Hands come down, keep the back knee lifted, straighten the front leg, shift back. Push off, half move. Bend your standing leg, lean forward to stretch your left foot back, Skandasana. Turn to the back of your mat, right hand down, square off your feet, simple twisting lunge. Yes, Vashistasana. Maybe we take this leg up. Left foot comes to the ground behind the right. Carefully sit down. Reach down, find your foot. So now, if you want to rock a couple times here, if you want to use your left hand, if you can't do this with your hand on your foot, just let go. We're going to try to lift, rise, and standing splits. Option for handstand if you prefer, or even just these little pops for handstand. And Malasana to crow, Bakasana. Breath in, your pathway back to downward facing dog. So well done. Yes, yes, yes. Pause in dog, reset, re-energize, balance, effort and ease throughout your body. Inhale, left leg back, let the hips open up. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale back, cross over. Inhale back, left foot forward. Bend the back knee to let yourself sink. Rise up, crescent. Hands down, keep the back knee floating, straighten the front leg. Push off, half moon. Standing leg bends, stretch to the back of the mat for Skandasana. Amazing. Turn to the back of your mat. Simple twist lunge. Vashistasana. Maybe take this right knee up. Right foot behind the left. Have a seat. Reach down for that left leg. Maybe rock a couple times. Maybe use your right hand. Rise up. And standing splits or handstand. Malasana, Bakasana, Chaturanga. Move through. Down dog. Again, smooth out your breath.
I can feel your heartbeat.
Right leg back, inhale. Open the hips. Maybe keep this right leg straight. Come forward.
I can feel your heartbeat.
Inhale back. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale back. Right foot forward. Deep crescent. Shift back, hover the back knee. Ardha Chandrasana, Chapasana optional. I'll stay here for an extra breath. And bend your standing leg, stretch your left foot to the back of your mat. Skandasana. Back of the mat, turn. Simple twist. Pull the feet toward each other. Vashistasana. Maybe take the big toe. Left foot comes behind the right. You're amazing. Sit down. Find this right leg. Press. Rise up. Standing splits or handstand. Malasana. Bakasana optional. Chaturanga. Rise. Dog exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Left leg back, inhale. Maybe opening the hips, maybe keep the leg straight as you come forward. I'm going to hit the wall, so I'm going to bend. Inhale back. Crossover tap. Inhale back. Step forward. Deep crescent lunge. Hands down. Straighten the front leg, shift back, hover. Push. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Soften your standing leg. Right foot stretches back. Skandasana. Turn back of the mat. Simple twist. Vashistasana. Maybe taking this right leg with you. Right foot behind the left. Sit down. Left leg lifts. Shift. Rise however you need to. Standing splits on this right leg or handstand. Malasana. Last Bakasana. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Fantastic. If you need a child's pose, we're here about 5 breaths. Feel free to give yourself this moment in whatever shape you need. If you're in child's pose and you're ready, come back to down dog. Inhale, right leg stretches back. Keep your hips neutral. Come really high into your left toes. Bend your left knee. Look forward to your hands. You're gonna swing your right leg up and hop your left foot forward. You might pass through like a little mini handstand here, so lift, left foot forward. Blocks if you want, warrior 3. Rise up, left hand to right knee or to left foot. Prioritize your standing leg. You can take your foot and not straighten your leg, by the way. And you're pushing the foot away. Well done. Okay, bring your right hand around, knee or foot. Knee's gonna be a little tricky, but you'll just put your foot down when you need to, but here's where we're going. The reverse, we're gonna go down. So, dropping down all the way. Woohoo! Okay, right hand to left shin. Or you can wrap, I like elbow to my shin and turning to the left. Left hand comes behind. I use this to actively roll my left shoulder open, but also to remind me to move my torso forward to the front of my mat. One more inhale. Keep these legs, just unwind, turn to the right. So I'm gonna press my left shoulder into my left leg. This is perfect, this doesn't have to change. I'm gonna give you a nice little kind of launch point for an arm balance that you can take if you want. So your hands frame your hip on this right side, so framing the right hip. Thumbs pull toward each other, pinky fingers spiral out. There's magnets on the inside of your elbows. They want to come toward each other. Okay, they want to. I promise you that they want to. So hug the elbows in. Bring your left leg around. Hug the elbows in and just bring your leg onto your triceps. So this is like a nice launch point for Vinyasa too.
Fold me into you. Wrap my
Come back around. Both legs extend front. Inhale. Come forward, exhale. Such good work.
I wish these words would make you love me. I'm bending
The importance of allowing yourself to do different versions of the same pose where maybe it looks a little different and it's not necessarily like if you were to Google Ekapada, like Vinyasa 2 or any of these poses where you're like, there's all this stuff involved. We can bring the pose back and take some of the elements away so that it becomes familiar, so that it doesn't seem so weird. Inhale, lift your heart up. Shift into your hips, lift your legs up, Navasana. Maybe reach down for your big toes, start to push the feet away. I had a whole conversation with my kiddo this morning about how he said something looked weird or someone looked weird when we were driving. I can't remember what the thing or human, I think it was a thing, I don't think it was a person. And I said, when something is new and different, it can sometimes seem weird, right? Like, isn't that true? Like, you see some of these yoga poses, think back to the first yoga class you took, and they did something, you're like, that's not just weird, it's possibly crazy. And then you do more of it, you see it more, and it becomes familiar, and it's definitely not weird anymore. So having many opportunities to do the same thing in different ways makes us vastly more familiar, and it's definitely less weird. Cross your shins, downward facing dog, however you want to get there. And I say that because I encourage you to not necessarily always try to get the Instagram version of a pose. Like, just let it be what it is and feel it and get it in your body. Keeping your hips neutral, left leg stretches up and back. Come high into your right toes, bend your right knee, and then look at your hands, and we're gonna hop right foot forward. Warrior 3. However you wanna be here. Left knee rises up, right hand to left knee, possibly to the foot. Keep the standing leg as straight as you can. Bring the hand back around. Knee or foot, however you can. We're coming down. And we're here. And simply twist to your right. Really nice. Last inhale. Turn to your left. I'm just going to flip around so I can give you this demo. This is perfect. So we're just unraveling that twist. If you want, frame your hip. Magnet on the inside of your elbows. They're going to want to go out. A little bit's fine, but remember there's a magnet, so they're still pulling toward each other, even if they travel away from each other. And then you got to give yourself a little space forward. Tip forward, bend the elbows, bring this right elbow to your right inner thigh, and then you can push into the left leg to kind of lift up, and then you get the sense of what the right leg is doing, what the arms are doing in Vinyasa too, without even leaving the ground. Last inhale, come on back down, beautiful. Rise up. Navasana. Maybe take the big toes. When we take the feet, it kind of changes the pose, right? There's a lot less hip flexor because now we've got this push away and they're not having to work so hard to hold up because your arms are holding them up. Gently release. And then lower. Ardha Navasana. Rise up, Navasana. Right knee bends. Take the right foot over to the left. Pigeon, an alternative if you need it. Engage the glute of the back leg, the glutes. A little bit of a pressure as if you're pushing the front of the left hip toward the floor. So you're squeezing your butt a little bit. That's going to give you a little more hip flexor, a little bit more of the front of the hip is going to open up. That's going to get us nice and prepared for some back bends. Two more breaths here. Really nice. You're going to shift onto your right hip. Bring the back leg forward again. Come back into Navasana.
I hear you, I feel you, I read you.
Bend the left knee. Bring the foot across over to the right. Alternative if you need it. Anything that feels good. Otherwise, pigeon here. Press the back foot down. Engage the hip a little. You can move around here. You don't need to be still, but you might want to be still. So it's going to be what you need today. Last few breaths here. Shift onto your left hip. Bring the right leg around with control. Reset. Last time Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Release down. Pause. Bend your knees. Feet are flat. I don't know if I've taken the time to say this lately. I don't care where your feet are in the sense of how wide and narrow they are. If your toes are a little turned open. It's a matter of, can you root your feet down and do you feel centered, strong, stable, safe? Press your elbows, your triceps, your shoulders down. Let the heart open up and then rise, Setu Bandha, Sarvangasana. Use the shoulders to support this bridge pose. Maybe lace the fingers, maybe not. Maybe draw the arms further under the body, thereby drawing the shoulders further under the body. Base of big toe, center of heel, and pinky side pressing down. Breath in and soften down. Pause. Repeating that. Or up bow, inhale, rise up. Breath in, release down. Pause and breathe. One more if it serves you. Your choice. Inhale, rise up. Blowing up my mind. Hey, yo. Someday, some of you will shine.
make me feel alive.
Breath in and down. Legs out straight. Palms to the sky. Soften your gaze. Pause. You're not done, but just give yourself this moment. Receive those back bends. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Rock a little side to side if it feels good. You can either roll to your side, rise to sitting, or just rock up to sitting. So whatever serves you more in this moment. Wide leg, Upavishta Konasana. I'm just gonna finish here. And we're gonna start in the center to begin. And there's a lot of ways to be here. Maybe you have your hands out in front, maybe your hands are on your legs, maybe they are behind and you're focused on lifting up. And then our next piece is to kind of press the heels down, activate the back of the legs, open up your chest a little more. So even if you're forward, open up your chest a little more. Open up your chest a little more. Press down to rise up if you're forward. Draw your right foot in. Good, so it's the same shape, we're just bringing the leg in. And then off to your side. And maybe the arm comes up and over, maybe it doesn't. There's so many ways to be here. Maybe the hand behind the head, open up, maybe the hand behind the back. You decide what you need today. Now rise back up. Extend the leg back out. Opposite leg comes in. Same thing. Inhale, rise up. And release. Okay, so however you feel best finishing, maybe it's sitting, maybe it's lying down in Shavasana. I'm going to give you the option of taking your legs up the wall today, and I like to do it with a block, and I'll show you what I do. I go sideways to the wall, I flip around, press against the wall, bridge hips up, sacrum onto block, and then here. You can do this on the floor without the block also. Pick any position that allows you some stillness and ease and quiet, just for a couple of minutes. But of course, you're welcome to stay throughout. So if you want to just tune me out now and stay for a longer Shavasana, please take that liberty.
Otherwise, just about 2 minutes here. Come back to your breath. Just take inventory on how you feel right now, physically, mentally, emotionally. If you're on a block, that's our first step, is to bend the knees, remove the block by pressing and lifting. If you're against the wall, these instructions are for you. Bring the soles of the feet together like you're in Vashistasana. And everyone, bend your knees, roll over to your right side. Unless you're sitting. And from your side, we rise up. It's a little awkward at the wall, I know. Once you are seated, draw length into your spine. Draw your hands into prayer at your heart and bow your mind to your heart. Rise gently, open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your practice.